What is up? What is up? What? You know what's not up? I don't have Golden Monkey yet. I'm going to take care of that right now. I'm going to take care of that right now. Okay. Okay. We've been doing game stuff lately, so we're going to do some compiler stuff. Okay, we are definitely going to have to fix some compiler things tonight. And some of them may be difficult. And so in preparation for these difficulties, I think we need to see how people in other industries handle their problems, you know? And also we need the tea water to get warm. So we're going to learn about how people in other industries handle their problems now. All right, we should always be ready to learn from literally anywhere. Okay. So hopefully we have learned how to address our problems from that. Hopefully this will help us in our programming endeavors. You thought it was an ad, maybe it was an ad. You don't know. You don't know if that was an ad. You don't know if that was an ad. SBF being arrested was a matter of time. I don't know, dude. The whole situation is so fishy. Like, I kind of don't buy it for a second. Okay. Do I think ChatGPT can replace some programming jobs? If you're asking that question, it can replace you. Okay. What am I even doing? I have some bug reports. So I think we're going to verify that the compilerino works. And then we're going to look at a bug report or two. Ugh, fucking Windows. Stupid ass. Fucking. All right. As astonishing as it is, Windows 11 makes it even harder than Windows 10 to know what windows are in focus. It's like, they were like, in Windows 10, it's too clear. It's too clear what's the foreground window, even though there's no fucking difference. So let's make it even harder. It's like how these people can be so bad at their job. I don't know. I don't understand. It is inconceivable, and yet it continues. Okay. We are here in front of a computer. I am going to go to my email. And I know actually which bug report I'm looking for, because I was looking at it on my laptop earlier. Although I don't now remember exactly which one. Okay, this one I fixed. That one's kind of easy, but not that important. Let's start with an easy one. This is actually not that important, but we're going to warm up and we're going to steep our tea. Come on, bro. All right, unpin this. Let me unpin it. Don't fucking... Like, how am I supposed to unpin it? Okay. Here we go. Repro. Oh, it happens all at compile time. How nice is that? And the following prints: the enum array instantiation with utility2 prints both types correctly, while the enum array instantiation with bool. Wait, really? Let's see. We're checking type checked messages. type.specified parameters. So we're seeing something from another workspace. Wait, what? Type.specified parameters. Okay, this is not legal. This is not legal. Yeah. No. Okay. So what's not legal about this is you're getting things from another workspace. Okay. I'm going to reply. The deal is this code is actually not legal. You're trying to use types from another workspace as types in your own workspace, and that just is not a thing that can be expected to work consistently. Maybe at some point I will figure out a good way to check for this kind of thing, but right now the compiler does not. Okay, easy clap. I don't have to fix it. I don't have to fix it. Easy. Okay, let's look at this one. This is one that I started looking at, because it relates to some stuff that I had been working on. Okay, here, our initializer is coming out a little wrong. It's coming out, oh, well, let's edit the program. Okay, so if we do this, and then I want to see what the initializer is, right? We will see the initializer is wrong. So this is being placed over A, and that's causing us to overwrite B. I think it's because we see where we left off, and then we overwrite with 0 to the end of the structs, which is not the right maneuver. It is not the right Picard maneuver. So here you see we're running the initializer for this. We have a float. We have we move that, right? And then 3F8 programmers will recognize this. That's 1.0, right? And we're putting that into a slot, and then we're clearing the slot right after that, which is not cool. Not cool. And I think I can kind of guess how to fix it without even looking. I'm like Satoichi. $55 months. I didn't even know there were that many months. Like, how are there 55 months? How is that a thing? That's like even more than the number of golden monkey teas that I've ever drank in my life. Maybe. Maybe not. Almost guaranteed not. I'm afraid not. All right. I even went to the store and got new honey because this honey is out. This honey is out. I am breaking up with this honey right now. This is an X honey. It was very good though. I'm going to have to go. I got it at like the street fair in Colorado. But I also went to Publix and got Publix honey. Now I'm going to go get milk, and then the circle will be complete. Golden Monkey needs a Donkey Kong rebranding. I mean, I don't want to creep in on Donkey's. Like, he's got his whole thing, right? I, as a creative person, need to find my own creative identity. Right? I could be inspired by Donkey Kong December, but if I just ape Donkey Kong December, then I'm not a true artist. Have gone to the open air market. I have gone there a couple times. Interestingly, I just didn't like that one that much. It was weird. It's just in a weird, like, parking lot by the ballpark or whatever. It's just not that good of one. Guys, guess what? I've made a discovery. The discovery is that Golden Monkey tea is very good. Initializer. I could have steeped it more, though. I will say that. Or put more tea in. It's a bad idea, but I'm going to have two tonight because I like them. Okay. So we're going to emit initializer. Okay, I bet there's a thing at the end. Final hole. That's ominous. If hole cursor is less than holes.clears.count, okay? That is not good. Fuck. See, I'm actually not, now I need to stop and think about this some more. So we have whole cursor, and we do okay, you know what we should do? We should actually validate. So firstly, I didn't, wait. It's actually probably this one. Hold on. See, let's just actually step through it and make sure we understand. Because, you know, it's easy to get confused. Let's just make sure. Emit initializer. So the line number in the program is 7. So many old breakpoints. So many old breakpoints. 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 Let's do it down here. Maybe I don't set on the type. All right. Thing, we got it. Okay, so we added a hole. Okay, so for some reason, I just totally didn't think about. So last hole start here is 8. Which is actually true. Actually true. Wait. No, it's not. What? Wait. Now I'm confused. Because I was telling you guys. Oh, this is a type. Okay. Okay. See, I got confused. This is a type. This should have said void or something, so it would have been clear. My brain went somewhere bad. Okay, so this is 8. This is 4. Then we go back to 0. Let's look at this again. Four. Why are there 4 things? That's maybe wrong. So 0, 8, 0. And then 4, is this padding? What is this? Allocation flags, 16. This is probably padding. I don't know. I don't remember what these flags are. Is padding. So we put padding, even though so that seems bad. Paddington. Okay, Paddington. Let me make a list of things. Okay, I'm writing on this piece of paper, Paddington. We don't want Paddington to be here. But then also, regardless of that, okay, so we're at the first one. It's not padding. Okay, so this is 8 now, right? Well, we're on the next iteration, but last whole start is 8, yeah. So base is going to be 8 now. And this is also not padding. And so there was no hole between the last thing and this one, which is what we're saying. All right. But if there is going to be a hole, it now starts at 12. Okay. So now we're at 0 again. Okay. Because we went back in time potion. And we're going to go 0 to 4. And then we're adding Paddington here. Okay. Last whole start is not less than 0. So we're adding to the clear list starting at 4. For 4 bytes. Which is like really messed up. But I think that's getting subsumed into something else. Okay, and then we say we start a hole there, right, which is at 8, which is at the address of B. And then we're less than struct size. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is this. Okay. This will solve one issue. Oh, except it's capital M. Capital M max. Nope, it did not solve the problem at Oh, because that's release compiler. Lol, always check that. Hey, look, it solved the problem. But we don't want Paddington to be there. And in fact, this whole thing is kind of sus, which makes me sad. Okay. Fixed incorrect initializer generation when place is used. I mean, that may cover multiple things. The initializers with place behave differently for locals versus globals. That may or may not be the same problem. I think I looked into that one a little bit at the time. I mean, I still intend to fix it as soon as I can, but I believe I looked into that a little bit at the time. I feel like it was a thing where I didn't know how to solve it, so I don't think it's a related bug. But anyway, Paddington. Now, we still don't like this. So when I go here, she doesn't even go here. We're still going to have 4 allocations. And that's bad. Right? Because we don't want to declare Paddington there. So let's go look at that. Biggest alignments. Wait. This looks like it should be fine. I think we needed to do that. Because there is... Okay, actually, hold on. Was I confused? So we do want a Paddington. I mean, maybe we don't even want to generate these, but I just decided to one day, and I'm not sure, but I'm not sure why. But like, if we go back to here, the problem isn't that there is a Paddington. The problem is he's in the wrong place. He's at address 4, which is bullshit. He should be at 12. Wait, except it's size 12. Oh, because we're supposed to kind of be rounding it up to 16, but we don't do that correctly because of the place. Okay. So we still run. Now I wish I could just drag, like way back in the early 2000s, you could just fucking drag your breakpoint. And we have lost that technology. Assholes. Okay, so now we have 4 allocations. The fourth one is at address 12 for 4 bytes. Okay, now, did we break anything else? Did we reveal any other bugs? You hope I make my own console? I am too broke to make my own console. Costs a lot of money. Costs a lot of money to make a console. Silkerbond will make $50 trillion. If it does, that'll be great. I could have as much money as Mr. Beast, who is now a Fortnite star. I mean, it sure looks like the game's working. I mean, we really should do a Benny test because like, this could affect a lot of things, this change that we just made. Dude, game design is such a fucking dead discipline now. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Okay. Bro, where? I just want to run my thing. I just want to run my thing. All right. Now, we should watch the news because I've heard that there is a live court proceedings involving the Sam Bankman, whatever his name is, arrest. Okay.
Your Honor.
So I think we need to watch that. We need to tune in while this test runs and be up to date on current events. All right. All right. So it's important to keep up with current events is all I'm saying. It's important to know what's going on in the Bahamas. Well, we've got 100 levels to go. 100 levels to go. Okay. Okay. We didn't break the game. 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 Bro, we're going to have to run another Benny test. Because I was like, there was this mystery of like, why are these numbers getting so damn big? We don't ever reset them when we reset the entity manager. And the reason I want to do another Benny test is because you know, when we load levels and stuff, we set these numbers to be past the end. I mean, there must be some... Hold on. No, we literally just do a max on it. What the fuck? Oh, hold on. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. I'm not going to do this right now. Yeah, we're literally... I literally have one integer that ticks up for the whole game. That's not good. Well, hold on. Let me see. I'm jumping to conclude. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, no, this is not for the whole game, but it is. It doesn't get reset. So, like, it's weird. If we don't load undo data for a level, it doesn't go back to 1. You know what? This might be fine, though, then. We're going to run it. We're going to run it. Again. Angelo Badalamenti is gone now. Did that just happen just now? Well, that is, it is what it is, my man. It is what it is. Okay. Sokoban. Reset the entity ID counters in reset entity manager. This is one major reason why the IDs were getting so big. Sigh. Okay. It's fine because we had to wrap them anyway, but I was surprised. Okay. We're up to 500 again. I think it's probably okay, don't you? Boy, this game's big. We should charge $1 per level. That's the right action, right? 99 cents on the iOS App Store for every level. Okay, we got it. We got to the end again. We did it twice. It was very nice. $1.35 per level on the Apple Store. That's a good point. That is a good point. Okay. I mean, and then I'm just going to walk around for a second here and make sure that it seems okay. Boop. Boop. Okay. Easy clap. Look at all these same folders. Same folders. Okay, so we were testing that thinger. So let's commit it now. Oh. Oops. That should have got checked in. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Don't ever autocomplete something while somebody's just typing. That's the stupid. It's like how somebody's sitting here at a desktop computer with an actual keyboard. We're making this nice tool called Tortoise SVN. How can we make their typing experience as bad as it is on phones? What could we do to bring down typing so it's as bad as your cell phone? I know. Fix some struct initializer. I'm glad you like the games. Glad you like the games. Okay. The real thing to say is, dude, Almost everybody who shows up in here, let me go to your original question. You're a newbie in game programming and you're wondering if you should learn on Unity or Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, you're not even a newbie in game programming. You're at 0. You're not a game programmer yet. Look, the fact is 10,000 people show up here every day, plus or minus 10,000, asking that question, and almost none of them ever go on to be successful game programmers. So do with that information what you will. Okay? Okay. Now, I mean, and I'm not saying that to be discouraging. I'm just saying that path of showing up and asking that question is not the path to being a successful game programmer, because most people who do it just don't even get anywhere. So understand that. Understand that this is not how you do it. When I was getting into programming video games as a hobby for many years before I did it professionally, I did not do it by showing up on twitch.tv and saying, hey, Shroud, how do I use Unity? That's not how it worked for me. It's not how it worked for anyone I know. So how would I know if someone came in and asked that and then did become a success? Are there any new successes in games? I feel like, so the games, the last games made by relatively young people that were big successes, and they were big successes, right? Were stuff like, you know, Undertale and like the Pony Island Dudes games. Yeah, Stardew Valley, that's from a while back. Obra Dinn, Lucas is like my age. Maybe a little younger. I don't know how old he is. Dwarf Fortress, dude, Tarn Adams is like older than me, as far as I know. Anyway, the point being, thought he was younger. Maybe he is. I don't know. I don't actually know. The point being, there's not a lot of these lately. Okay? Like, if you map out these, like, you know, hits by younger people in the games industry over time. From, you know, let's take like 2008, which was sort of the dawn of the current era of indie games, until 2022. Just chart them. Just put dots at what year they're in. Are they mostly... So again, you divide it into two periods, 2008 to 2015 and 2015 to 2022. Are there more in 2008 to 2015, or are there more in 2015 to 2022? And of the ones in 2015 to 2022, are there more in 2015 to 2018 and a half, or 2018 and a half to 2022? And I think you know the answer to that fucking one. And so if you see this trend, the question is why? Why? And there's an answer, but people aren't going to like it. So I will keep it secret. Many of you already know the answer. Because the tools are crap? No. No, because the further back in time you go, the more crap the tools were. That is not the answer. Okay, why am I compiling this again? It's no accident the successes are indie now. No, I'm talking about indie successes. There aren't that many indie successes anymore, even. There's not shit coming out for games. Has nobody noticed this? Hardly any games are even coming out that aren't like, shovelware on Steam. Has nobody even been paying attention? How many games were even contenders for Game of the Year 2022? Okay. It like drives me nuts that like nobody even notices this except me and Casey. Okay. Now, we have fixed a bug. I will tell this user, this is fixed in the next beta. Wow, that was reported a day ago. I'm sure it was multi-reported. But it's good to have that off the list. Good to have that off the list. Okay. There's some here with like error messages that could be better. Function type parsing eagerly includes a line. That's one. Maybe I want to do that one in the next beta because there's a couple function parsing things. Linker error. That one's important. There's a couple people reporting this parser thing. Compiler aborts compilation due to possibly incorrectly detected cycle. Strange error messages. Okay, that one's hard. I'm trying to procrastinate on that one. Here's someone who wants to be in the beta. Oh, dang it. Okay, there's a bunch of people reporting the same couple of problems, really. Unexpected circular dependency error. Yeah. This is, yeah. There's, when it comes to inserters and stuff, we need to figure something out. We need to figure something out. This particular case that was reported is not that hard. Not that hard, but in other cases, it is more difficult. Yeah, I need to think about it. Not going to try to do that one yet. This one seems kind of bad. Changing the bakedness of a code parameter changes the contents of the code, resulting from an implicit to code conversion. It seems like the argument is being turned into a constant before it is being turned into a code. Yes. That is bad. That is badge. Let us inspect this example. Okay. Well, that output is not very easy. Okay, so let me just fucking... Can't read this. All right, so... One node literal. Okay, that's wrong. Wait. 3 nodes. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, so this is getting const substituted. That's bad. Okay. Wait, what's going on? Literal binary. Wait, what? It's order dependent? Hold on. Maybe he's wrong about which one is where. I think he's wrong. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, so this is the line number here. Let me just... line 17, line 16, because these don't necessarily come out in order. It's nonlinear compilation, whatever. So it's line 17. Yeah, this is a wrong comment, buddy. Clean your room, bucko. All right, so also punctuate consistently. Okay. This I'm less surprised by. It is still incorrect. So now see, this is weird because a bakeable code argument is like, that shouldn't even be legal, honestly. I guess it could be. I don't know. I need to think about if this should even be legal. But, so we take a constant code, we get the nodes, we print them. So fill in missing default arguments. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Where are we here? Okay, that's not it. Where's this? Okay, that's not it. This is probably it. Okay. This might be a giant booty pain. Boo T-Pain. That's T-Pain when he dresses up for Halloween. All right. What line was it? So this is probably line 17. Let's find out. Okay, well, first you lock the target. One, you lock the target. Okay, so the deal is we are already a literal here. Okay. Okay. But we have the original. Okay. So this is easy, actually. No, not release, debug. Debug, boss, debug, debug. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Now we can run release. Hey, now let's make sure nothing else broke. I'll reply to the beta user saying this is fixed in the next beta. I spelled it beta. Like Velveeta. We sure are making value for the people here. Fixed incorrect conversion to code for auto-baked arguments. And we're gonna make a repro out of this. We're going to make a repro out of this. assert nodes.count is equal to 3. That's all. Tests regression. Bake a constant. Bake a code. Let's make sure this still works though. Okay. We're going to run this again. Just to make sure. Whoa, wait, there's raiding. Oh my God, we must protect ourselves from the 4 raiders who have shown up and just think they could do whatever they want here. Look at how fast the tests go when we turn off the fucking virus bullshit. They go so fast now. It's like I don't even, it's like I blink and they're gone. Well, okay. It's a slow blink, but yeah. Okay. We're going to commit bake a code. Oh, I didn't explain, guys. I said no check-in. I said no chicken explain. If we are casting to a code, then we want to pass the original asked, which check that types match will convert into a code for us. Passing a const reduced expr as it is here would be wrong. See test regression. What's it called? Bake a code. Okay, that's all. That's all I wanted to do. Boom. Oh, that example was a different. This is from like, yeah. We don't need that. We don't need that right now. Okay. Virus bull hockey. Okay, I almost could ship the beta now. The thing is, there is at least one serious problem. There's probably multiple, but there's one that has been reported that I'm thinking of that I want to at least make progress on. We may not get it tonight, depending on how we feel, because it is kind of serious. And I started looking at it, I want to say a week and a half ago. I don't know. I lost all track of time. But I started looking at it a little while ago. And it's like another. All right. I forget what I was saying because I got distracted by another email that came in. The point being, I looked at this before and it seemed hard, but I was also kind of stressed because I was trying to work on the game, right? And I was like, I don't want to spend that much time debugging this. And so I want to look at it again. Okay. Yes, it is a very simple repro here. It was 11 days ago that I last worked on this because that's when I sent the email. All right. Here is, no, that's not, Why is it so hard just to copy and paste things, guys? Okay. So this prevents us from ever successfully compiling. Let's just see what happens. Maybe I'll luck out and I fixed it. Nope. Nope. I didn't fix it. But you know what? In my memory, it... Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. The problem is we're trying to export some nodes. And they're not ready because this struct never will compile, right? And so this thing needs to know, well, either it needs to know not to export, or we need to be able to yield on the thing. And the problem is, well, I mean, there's different things we could do. So let's get the crash Holio. Okay, we're in release build. We don't want that. We don't want that. Stop. Stop. Like, that's one problem. Like, if this system were just faster, that would be less frustrating. In addition to all the other benefits of it being faster. Okay. So we've got our crash Holio here. We're trying to export a type definition. That's represented on the user level side. This type definition is our representation. It's represented on the user level side by a type info. That is not good. Okay. We're exporting an array literal. Okay. And these are arguments to tagged union, which is, I think, let's bring that up. This is a silly module that I made a while back. Okay, it takes a varargs of type. And then, you know, we say how big. How big is it? Okay. So what I'm wondering is there something about the fact that these are in an array literal? Like, is that hiding something that otherwise would not be hidden, right? So like, what if I do the following thing? Okay, so first of all, if I just do this, we should be still crashing. Yes, because it's still an array literal. It just has one thing in it instead of three. So we just simplified our program. Now, if I do this, this won't crash anymore. Now, why? See, isn't that kind of funky monkey? Like, why when we pass a type here, do we correctly wait on it? And I think the answer is I don't know. I don't actually know. Like, I suspect we may be looking just at the frickin' arguments. And saying, don't bake this thing. Don't bake this thing. If it's in the arguments, holios, and if that is what we're doing, I actually just thought of a more robust way of doing it. Let us see. Let us see if that's what's happening. So how do we make this happen? That would tell us what code is doing this. We all want to find out the guy who did this. Mutable in this case is a noun. We all want to find out who did this. Okay. Let us look first in message exporter. Okay, that's just for passing people. Oh, it's in type table. Should add a constant value. Okay, that's a different thing. Different thing. Fill struct type definition. Has arguments, constants block, specified parameters. See, this is weird. So I feel like we do not even get here. Let us test that thesis. So this would be for this struct at line 5. Nopers. Okay, so that means we're in sizing. Probably. And we yield here, which makes sense. Okay. Typo. Thing. Okay. Struct arguments are ready. This is going to say false. This is about the type table. This is about the fucking type table. All right. This is the problem. Oh, wait. What? Oh, this is, right. This is not the, wait, this is not the problem. Guys, I'm a goofball. I'm a goofball. I'm looking for completely the wrong thing. Completely the wrong thing. Okay? Let's just go to the okay. I believe all we have to do is literally do that to reinstate the crash. Dang it. Wait, really? Wait, really? Okay, this crashes. This does not. Bro. Okay, let's go back and look at the crash folio for it. This is very valuable. So what's going on here is we're probably, you know, because we're explicitly taking a dependency on this type by pulling it out of the array, we're just seeing it, right? So it's simple enough, if I can remember where that happens, to just do that for everything. Well, I mean, the thing is, this could be an array of arrays of structs of arrays of whatever, right? So, but structs would already have to be complete in themselves. So it's really only arrays, pointer. Anyway, I think I know a robust way to do it, but let us reproduce this again. Okay. We don't need that. That was the wrong thing to break on. Okay. Fill code arguments. So I think we're exporting the actual procedure call. Okay, this is weird, right? Because why don't we have this problem? The other way around. Maybe we don't get here for some reason, right? Let's see. All right, so first let's just make sure we get there. Okay. Twice. Five, 5, 3, 5. Okay, I don't even know where we are. Lambda body. Header. Line 41 of tagged union. Oh. This isn't even... Okay. Oh, geez. Geez Louise. Okay, so this is very different from... It's a good thing we looked more closely. I thought it was this call that was crashing us. It is not. It is this one. So what happens when you say run, this becomes a procedure, the body of the run, with just this call in it. All right. This procedure yeah. So it's not necessarily that I was dereferencing the type here. That may not be relevant. Is the run procedure relying polymorphic types? No. No, it is not. So this is... This is a constant in lexical scope that contains types that are not ready. The fact that it's in lexical scope means that it's not really a property of things being passed into the procedure at all. This could even happen elsewhere. It's just like through a struct that we're making it happen. In fact, let's do a little experimenti. An Angelo experimenti here. So if I delete this, no problem. Well, okay, it's a problem, but whatever. No problem. Oh, well now, that's a whole other issue. Not sure why that's happening. Okay, we better put a no check in. Because, oh my God, we're messing with this file. Okay, this is mostly empty struct now. Okay. I can say I mean, we could even do this, like fucking, all right. Types type dot thing, all right? Except this won't work. I could just do this though. Run get biggest size type dot thing. Right? Like no, that doesn't do it. Oh, well, that's why. Lol. Lol, 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 lol. Lol. Oops. Dude, you would think I could program. Okay. Let me get some water. So I'm having one of these times. And this time is that I'm kind of trying to find other ways to repro this problem. And it might be totally beside the point to do this. And so I'm not sure if I should spend time doing this or if I should just go straight back to the crash holio and repro it directly. Issue may require Golden Monkey tea. I did already have one. I really want another one. It's 11 p.m. and I'm trying to ratchet my bedtime back earlier. I think I was like 3 a.m. yesterday because I was going to go to bed. And then Gary and Bob and Huskers got their nuke attempts. And I was like, well, I got to watch these. And they didn't make it. They didn't make it. Just to bug it. That's what I'm leaning toward. Oh, what does Doc say? Let's see what Doc, let's have an educational moment. Because in this new age of the internet, when we have widespread availability of educational materials, it is good to take advantage of those educational materials. Although Doc is not, he is not unbiased. I believe he is working on a shooter. Dude, even Shroud is like, what the fuck? Shroud is playing Elden Ring. That's how you know it's bad.
It's not, I don't know. Things just aren't thought out, man. Fuck! There's nothing else to play. I want to play something. I want to have fun. It's just not,
I'm going to retweet that one because it's good. There's a lot of seething in the replies. I'm going to go read the replies. Of course, all these people mentioning old games, like games from 3 years ago. Nope. All these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Gamers, like, yeah. Yep. Can you make a function only able to be called at compile time? Sure. Sure. Am I doing AOC this year? No, I stopped doing AOC when she, started pushing the Green New Deal. I just couldn't hang out with her anymore after that. It just didn't make any sense. It just didn't make any sense. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're just going to go back to the crash holio for a bit. If that was an easy repro, it would have been good. But let's go back to the crash holio here. We have a run. It is accessing this array and lexical scope. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to paste all this over because I kind of don't want the module boundary to be getting in the way. So let's try this. All right, we still crash holio. Yes, same. This is fine. So we're no longer importing tagged union. Now I wonder, can I just... We can get rid of this. We can get rid of this. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Did I delete anything important? No. Okay. We don't even need basic, right? Wait. We're not even importing compiler. Oh, type info is not in compiler. Okay. Like this is starting to look kind of minimal, isn't it? The one thing I could do is this, and I think this won't crash. Oh, it crashes differently. It crashes in a different place, but for the same basic reason. Okay? The reason is that we're at a point in the compiler where we expect the things in this array literal to have their types resolved, and we do not. One thing I could do is simply not allow array literals to infer until their types are past the size pipe. That seems like a stupid ass hack, but if I write a big comment about why, I can think more deeply later. So all of this is fallout New Vegas. No, it's fallout from a thing that I did many years ago, a decision that I made that, like, changing it is a pain in the ass and would break a lot of things, but then you keep paying for it maybe, right? And the decision is, I won't go into, it has to do with the way I internally treat structs, right? And how they flow through the system. And they're treated differently than procedures. because it seemed really different at the time. Nowadays, if I were to do it over, and I probably will end up at some point doing this part over, structs would look the same as procedures. In fact, I really should fucking do that. Like, that would be a good thing to do over Christmas vacation, except I need to do other things, is to finally do that change. I don't think it would take that long. I think if I sat down and just cranked, we could do it in a couple days at worst. But in the meantime, we pay. Yeah, so that's why I don't mind doing kind of a workaround that's not maybe exactly temporary, but that has a lifetime of until that other thing changes. Because there's just too much complexity in the compiler for this thing. Yeah, there's some nuances to it, but yeah. Okay, the deal is, here's the deal, right? When you're making a compiler for a programming language like this, there's certain cases, there's certain things you want to allow people to do, right? So like I don't want to stall compilation waiting for information that I don't need, because especially if I insist on doing that, I might even in some cases create circular dependencies because things are waiting for things that you know that information is not necessary. So for example, the size of a struct, right? If you want to make a function that takes a pointer to a struct, you don't need to know the size, and we all know that. That's true in C, it's true here. But if I force you to know the size, then maybe somebody else depends on that function and you create a circular dependency that way when you don't need it, right? Things like that. So when we make a struct, because structs have unique types, I was just like, let me just make it pass the type checking stage of the compiler immediately, and then there's no problem, right? The thing about that is, it's kind of not exactly formalized enough for what is really happening. So it's very easy for code to think it just needs everything to be past the type check phase. But for structs especially, they kind of don't have everything. And that's where this problem comes in. So with structs, after it gets through the size pipe, which is not something you care about for most other things, then it's time. But then in some cases, you want it when it goes through the typing pipe, right? And the way to do this better, so is to do, I think, exactly what happens with procedures, where there's a header and a body, right? So you can call a procedure even if the body's not compiled, because the header contains the information that you need to call it, right? So same thing, if a struct had a header and a body, and the header involves everything you need to know, just to know what type is the struct, and whether it's the same or a different type as something else, and to assign the type, okay? But you don't necessarily know things about the type because that data is in the body. The fact that you've separated out into two different places makes it easier to be clear about when information is ready and when it isn't, right? That's all. That's the situation. Okay. I'm literally just going to do this. Infer type for array literal info. E-type. Fuck. Okay, I could use a utility node here. That's not going to help. That's not going to help. Okay. So we're going to change some. We're not going to attempt to address this problem yet. We're going to do the following thing. Okay, so see, this is the thing. I can't just do the check that I want to do. I have to do it at the right time, which involves marshaling data a little bit more and adding more state, which I don't want to do. Okay. Bool did local push is false. And another if statement, which of course makes it slower. So if did local push so we're going to put this tag, this tag Holio up here. I want to make myself explain if this actually ends up being what we do. If it's not what we do, Emacs. If it's not what we do, we won't bother explaining. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I said I wasn't going to do the check. And I literally just did the check. Check, please. Did local push. Did local... It's not... What? That's struct literal info, you silly person. Silly person. Silly person. It didn't fucking work. Okay, well, you know what, though? Well, I don't know. I don't know. So we're trying to, yeah. Yeah. All right. So we can just debug this crash Holio just as easily as the other one. In fact, this one might be better. Just easier to deal with. Okay, so info is this. This is the crasher. For array literal info. What the? Oh, it's searching like a 3-character zone because Visual Studio. Fucking Visual Studio. Okay. All right. Boom. We didn't do local push. So we're going to go down to here. Boom. Did local push, infer continue. Bam. All right. We did local push. I mean, I hope. Yeah. Okay, resolved element type. Should only be one, right? We have the type info. Oh, it's not queued. Oh. 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 Wait, what? Not element type. It. Okay. The fucking problem is, this isn't going to solve it either, guys. Not really. Fuck. Because you could just say pointer to whatever. We're going to have to do something more hardcore. But we're going to finish this because this will at least make this version of it compile and work. And if we can do that, I can fix everything. But if we can't do this, then there's more unknowns, right? So okay. Now, we did local push. We come in here. We do the thing. Desk queued, highest pipe exited, Pipe none. Okay, we're just going to keep doing this. We're going to spin on that, and that's actually okay, sort of. Undeclared identifier max, okay. We don't even care about this being right. Hey guys, check this shit out. Now the problem is if I change it to this, it's going to crash Holio again. Oh wait, it doesn't. Okay, I don't know why that doesn't crash Holio. Let's put thing last. Well, obviously the compiler is bulletproof now. Everything just works. Everything just works. You thought I was taking today off. I took about an hour off today, honestly. I mean, okay, I haven't been working super hard today. But I'm also, you know, like I just have so much to do, guys. And, you know, like I say sometimes, we have not enough help to do it. And it's rough. And one choice that I have every day is, am I going to solve some of the problems or not? So, yeah. And there are people in the beta program who will appreciate receiving in their emails these things. So let me go back to the guy's original repro, because this is our modified thing here, right? Okay. So since we, okay. I'm going to revert that because we've got a copy of it in this file, right? That was our repro there. We're going to cut this back down to what the repro was. We're going to keep this as a regression test because it did a different crash. But here, this is the dude's original thing. All right. We're going to make sure that doesn't crash Holio. And it does. Which I'm confused by. So let's just triple, quadruple make sure. Because this should have solved both of them. So we're going to have to figure out why it doesn't. But let me just, if I comment this out, our modified crash Holio should start happening again. Yes. So I thought these were due to exactly the same problem, but they're not. But they're very, very closely related. All right, so let's see what we can see now. Because this is a little confusing, to be honest. It might be that when we make varargs, we cheat? No, we can't. Maybe we do. There's a certain kind of cheating that maybe we do. Okay. So we're exporting That's an identifier, a declaration. It's bound to an array literal. Okay. Source info. Did local push false? False. Yeah, I think it's because when we make one of these for, instantiating a struct, it goes through a slightly different process, and I think we're just jamming the type onto it. And solving that might be extremely not good. Might be extremely not good. Oh, my camera is freeze framed. But you know what? That's fine, right? Don't you want to remember me forever like this? Just... I wake up in the morning and I'm like, hey. All right. There we go. Now what? I find out where this was created and look at that code and figure out how sad I need to be. Okay, we have a mechanism for this because we are seasoned professionals. We are seasoned for a reason. Make array literal from constant make var args. Yeah, we just jam it on there. Okay, the reason we think we can do this, again, this goes back to what I was talking about, the frickin' problem is. The reason we think we can do this is because in order to instantiate a polymorphic struct or function, right, and pass it these arguments, the arguments already need to have been type checked, right? So we're like, it's fine. Let's make this other thing with these type checked arguments. And that's what I was saying about it, like not being formalized enough. Like, yes, we know the types of these arguments, but we haven't done this other check that we want to do. And that other check happens in the type check code because it has to. And so if you skip the type check code, after you make one of these, you're sad. Or rather, I am sad. I don't know how sad you are. Oh, dude, chartreuse. I haven't done a chartreuse in this apartment at all. We're going to have to do one this week. Good call. Good. I forgot about chartreuse. That's what kind of a year it's been. I completely forgot. That is like negligent of me, don't you think? Okay. So, we need to do something here. Now, instead of doing this loop that I'm doing, there is a different thing that I could do. And I was, see, I think I could just push this literal. Let me see who else calls this function. Literally nobody. Okay, so see, this literally happens elsewhere. Like, yeah, we should just fucking push this. Except our error message might stink. Our error message might stink. Okay. So where was that? I just searched for it. It's in Polymorph. All right. Oh, is this in the middle of the... Okay. Fuck. We actually kind of need it to be ready here. Yeah, see, I really don't want to have to yield in here. Hey, look, there's our other thing that we did literally today. Okay, I don't want to have to yield here. This is a sucky place to yield. That said, we could. The problem is we would have to do it in like 2 passes. It would take more storage. It would be maybe more complicated, maybe more robust in the end. I don't know. But like basically, we would do a pass where we set the things up. And we almost never need to yield, but in this one case we do. Actually, we're gonna add it. We're gonna add it. We can make it, okay. Actually, no. Oh, yuck. Yuck. We could add... I should delete all the jackass code because I don't... If I were to do that over again, I would have to just redo it. Okay. I could add another phase. See, this is one of the stages of grief that we go through to do a polymorph. This is the semi-final stage of grief, the penultimate stage of grief. And then we have doing polymorph. We could add a step that says, you know, bogus array literal situation. See, I do not like this solution, and yet I want to ship. Okay. Do I know something better that I can do tonight? If I do, I should do it. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to do this. Yeah. It does not seem like the ideal solution. I will tell you that. I will tell you that. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I have to go back and change back the thing that I commented out. Bro. In this part, we're going to leave the no check and explain though. Explain the mess. Jordan Peterson says, clean your room. And if you can't do that because you're too weak and you can't deal with the incredible immensity of the world, at least explain the mess. I totally heard him say that. I swear. I swear. Okay, so then I'm just going to make another step here called You know what we're going to do now, guys? Cowabunga-oriented programming. Resolved element type. Cowabunga. Okay, now this is called prep bogus array literal readiness check. And then down here we do this. Okay, we're not even gonna boom. Cowabunga oriented programming. So now we just have the job, oh, bogus cursor. Matches. Progress match progress solutions matches. $29, $24. Oh, literally. Okay. Hey guys. Oh, that's the old one. Okay, we didn't get a cowabunga. We did not get a cowabunga. So let's break there. All right. Is that the only one? It's the right one. All right, so let's just run it over rather than even stepping up. Okay, so we go. Oh, hold on. This is value type. C++, they're so fucking concerned about everything, but enums are not even strongly typed. We got a cowabunga, guys. There we go, cowabunga. That's why you do cowabunga-oriented programming. It helps you to be like, okay, in all seriousness, the reason we like cowabunga-oriented programming is it is an instance of the successful way that you solve problems, which is you break them into smaller problems and you solve the sub-problems, right? And in this case, the cowabunga lets us make a point where it's like, okay, first we correctly recognize the case in which our solution needs to happen. And then we actually do the solution. And it lets us break those two pieces apart. And so we had a bug in the first piece. So we were able to debug that independent of even bothering to solve the second piece, right? And you can find out more about that in the anime one piece. Okay, so now that we have our cowabunga, we now say what do we say? Okay. We do exactly the frickin' thing. Where the fuck was it? Right here. Right here. Okay. Literally, I'm pasting it. And if we feel bad because we're a bad person, we'll change this later. But we don't even know that this will solve it, right? And in fact, this definitely shouldn't happen. And then result is not equal to null. 7250. Okay. Wait. Oh. It's a little bit... See, we can't really sleep yield on it effectively because it passed the infer pipe. There we go. There we go, guys. Okay, now let's make sure we didn't destroy any working code, because that would be bad. And then if we can build and run the game... Oh! See? See? Don't call GG yet. It's not GG. It's not Miller time. It's not Dennis Miller time. It's not Henry Miller time. Okay, so we have one thing here. This is literally the assertion. Wait, no. E-type. That's a different thing. Okay, we'll check that. Circular dependencies in fucking this thing. That might be a legit circular dependency. I don't know. Test regression struct polymorph. We'll take a look at that. Could just be a problem. Okay, that's not that many problems, honestly, for... E-type is not equal to null on the literal. on the liter... What? Oh. Wait, really? Hold on. Okay. So that, I think, is an array literal that was just passed as a thing. Okay. All right, so our other problem is still there. Do I have ideas to make low-level freestanding software more appealing to people? Yeah, remove all the friction that isn't there when they use a web page, and you'll actually be better because there's other frictions that happen when people use web pages. Okay. What are we cock blocking here? What is happening? 31. 2 tuple other type dot t0. Okay. So neither of these is compiling. Right now. Does it have... Does anyone... Yeah, people do call these. But I feel like this would happen without these. Yes. In fact, let's just make a file out of this. This file has like nothing there, right? Yep. I think we don't need any of that. Tupleb. Okay. This is also a variant of cowabunga oriented programming called bogus bunga oriented programming. We'll just say error. Nope. That actually wasn't that bogus, because if it had fired, then... Okay, let me make sure it is this that's causing the problem. It isn't. Wait, what? It's the other thing, guys. It's this part. We didn't test after that part. We didn't test everything. Okay. Now we're hitting this other fucking thing. See, guys, I would love... See how much problem we're having with something that's really just seems kind of stupid and trivial and pointless. And it's actually not. Like, there's actually kind of deep reasons why this is a problem, but nevertheless, we would like to not have to deal with things like this. And so, you know, constantly improving the core design of the compiler is a way that we get better at this. All right. We're going to take a 5-minute Gary and Bob break. So, you know, Gary was having dinner with his mom, so he might... Oh, no, he's back. He's back 2 of 5. All right. We're going to see what they're doing just for a couple minutes, and then we'll be back to programming. We're just clearing the air.
That's the wrong number.
I wish we heard him. Did he say anything?
I have my shit turned on. Yeah, I do.
You're making an OS in assembly? I wouldn't do that.
That's the wrong
I would not make an
number.
OS in assembly.
Oi, matey.
That seems like a waste of time.
That's a big butt. That's a big butt. That's a big butt you got there, big boy. Oi, bruv. Oi, matey, bruv, mate.
Bruv, mate, bruv.
Bruv, mate.
Like, I would have to ask you what you think you're getting from assembly, and then is it worth the amount of extra time that it takes?
Sleepless night.
Holy nasty, bro. I wish I knew why, bro. It's a dumb reason if you ask me. Yeah, dude. They're resetting everything, dude. It's kind of cheeks. Why do you think they start?
So for those who don't know,
See your stats. Like, I already have
they're trying to drop a nuke in Warzone without shooting guns. And to do that, you have to win the Battle Royale 5 times in a row without losing. And then you get a nuke attempt. And they get 2 because each player gets 1. And when you try to set off the nuke, everybody on the map knows it's happening and attacks you to stop it.
Got the dirty little box on the run.
Cave.
Not an easy thing to do when your game crashes. Yeah, I know. I know, man.
I'm down for this one. Oh, this one. Mr. Tyler, dude, thank you so much, my man. Yeah, man, on the 14th of resetting the stats. Rocket Queen 22, thank you for the follow.
I'm getting shot in my behind.
I'm gonna jump out.
my god! That bot is actually fucking cheating. He's lasered me out of my heli. Oh, bitch.
Dude.
My shit, Gary.
All right.
Did you record it?
I kind of, yeah. I was enjoying myself.
Rear person. He's weak. A little weak by my nade.
I had to defuse a bomb 3 times!
That's a bug. They're trying to deal with players attacking them and Call of Duty bugs.
Twice, dude. What the fuck? They've got to fix that, dude. How the fuck is that a thing,
Yeah,
dude?
that's just AIDS.
If he had defused the bomb, he would have been able to get his loadout,
Fucking dumpsters, my team.
and he would have had his riot shield and his throwing knives and could have dealt with a player and wouldn't have had to run away.
Kill the jailer. Jailer.
And now they're probably going to lose the gulag
Jailer gun. Jailer.
because they can't shoot. And gulag is very hard when you can't shoot.
Jailer. Alright, fuck you.
Oh, they won. All right, good job, guys.
Bro, that is so
So you didn't end up defusing?
I defused it twice.
I'm fucking landing on the stronghold. I don't give a
I
fuck,
agree.
bro.
Bro, that is so dumb, dude. Uncle Junior Soprano, it happens to me several times in stream. It happens to me a handful of times during the stream. A player or a bot?
I think I died to an airstrike flying in. I didn't even see it. Visible?
No, that doesn't reset. They're still in the game. If they lost gulag, it would have reset the counter, but they're still in the game and can win.
My editor made a good video with the no bullet nuke challenge, and it was a 1 out of 10.
Who did?
Although wait, it said 2 of 5, and now he reset it to 1 of 5, so I
He
guess
made,
they
like,
lost last game.
He's made 2 now. Another one came out today.
Wait,
But the first one was really good. Like he edited. I sent him a whole VOD, and he just edited a lot of the funny moments at end games.
Dude, that's awesome.
So I think I'm gonna keep doing that. Then I have YouTube content, but maybe make it so I upload it like 4 or 5 times a week instead now.
Yeah, well, dude, honestly, everybody's YouTube shit's down.
The mini royale mode? Why would I want a mini royale?
I actually didn't upload for like 2 days in a row, but I uploaded one today.
That sounds. It's already mini royale. What do you mean?
I didn't upload for 5 days. I uploaded every day in Warzone for the first like 2 weeks.
Was it very good?
No.
Dude, nobody
It was for the first.
there's a
20 days.
gold shit here.
Might be easier. Easy or hard is not the fucking problem. It's the game being badly designed is the problem.
Yeah, the song's amazing. Nice punch. Falcon punch.
Falcon punch.
Bobby punch.
Maybe we can. I got a throwing knife.
Bobby punch. Bobby poop.
Oh, guys.
Bobby vomit.
Okay.
Bobby
Okay,
dance.
okay.
What up?
There's a guy on the ping.
I have a joker. Bobby punch. I got both the chests.
Nav, JK, ladies and
You use assembly because you want to give kernel level of control for any application. That has nothing to do with anything.
Done. I have 2 UEs.
Why do you think assembly gives you kernel level of control,
Oh, he's on this roof, Gary.
but a higher level programming language does
He's going to the
not?
buy. He's going to the buy. He's going to the buy.
Yeah, he's on it. Can you grab that Bertha?
Like, I don't understand why you think assembly gives you that.
Yo, yo. Run me over, dog. Wait, just run us over, dude. We literally have a fist towel.
Yeah, go on, bro. Come on. Oh, shit. Didn't think that one through, did we?
Oh, come on.
Wait, come back. We have our fist out.
These boys flying in.
Walk around and find out, Bob, right?
I'm gonna take the sedan.
Yep.
I have smokes.
Maybe we take 2 sedans.
I'm 2.
I'll get the one on the right.
Is better than 1.
1.
I remember when Gary took me behind the furnace.
Behind the furnace.
Hot whole year off.
Yeah, yeah. But 2 is better than 1. Isn't Britney Spears in that song or something like that?
I thought that was J-Lo.
Not Britney Spears. Fucking I did not mean to say Britney Spears.
You can do a better job than the compiler. It's easy to do a better job than the compiler making assembly. The problem is with the volume of it you'd have to do, you would never finish. And here's what you guys have to understand. On a modern CPU, instructions are basically free. So like having slightly fewer instructions does not help you. Okay? Being better than the compiler at making a smaller number of instructions does not really make your code run faster.
Do this.
One of them down, Gary. One of them down.
Yep. I'm gonna go run this little bot over.
Did you get him? We told your boy to run us over. He didn't.
All right.
Yeah. I'm actually
Wait,
pretty
we
sure
can go
that's-
stronghold. We can go stronghold, maybe.
I'm pretty sure the guy that we just killed were the guys that were talking.
All right. That is the current status of Gary and Bob. If you manually optimize your stuff, then you might as well use assembly. That is not true. That is not. This is. I'm just going to say straight out, this is a bad idea what you're doing. It's hard enough to make a new operating system that's good. Don't sabotage your project by doing it in assembly. Don't. It's not. You don't get anything for it. Okay, so we have this assertion now that we commented out this other thing, and that's weird. But maybe, so that's our new thing that we added. Okay. Let's just Gary and Bob. Okay, so that works. Now, when we go back and turn this on, which we needed for that other bug, it will not work. But if I put my bogus bunga over here, I feel like this might detect. Let's see. No. We didn't bogus bunga. Oh. I bet it's this line right here. Because that's the same thing we needed to do elsewhere. Yes. Okay. All right. We are going to need to figure out why this is happening. It's probably a simple explanation. 4625. Oh shit. We need to change our command to this with Gary and Bob. Gary and Bob. All right. So what is the expression that is not constant? Ident T0. Okay. Resolved scope entry. Declaration. So there's some kind of yeah. There's something where we don't block on this. We know the inferred type. Okay, that one. Okay, here's what we do. I'm doing the check in the wrong order. Problem is we've got experdefin. Okay, our bogus bunga is not a bogus bunga anymore. It's, and then here, maybe we can get away with this, but this is not bogus bunga. This is okay. It. My pronoun is it. Hey, okay. Let's go over here as well. This no check-in explain why. We get rid of the bogus bunga. Okay, so now we need to still be able to compile this. We also need this and these. Hey guys, it might be Miller time, except that we have some comments to do. OS is misleading. What you want is actually a way to display from a frame buffer the values of the registers and provide a text editor and assembler. Yeah, I still wouldn't do that in assembly, dude. It's not worth it. I mean, I think that's an interesting project. Like, again, I really like the idea of just going back to, like, you turn on a computer and there's something running on there that's like really simple. Like the old Apple II Commodore 64 days. I think that would be a really useful thing. If I were to do that, I would not do it in assembly. No. Okay. I will email saying the crash is fixed in the next beta. Okay. And we're going to, just so we feel like we have taken the W, look at all these fixes. Fixed some out of order compilation problems with structs being used before they are ready, often causing crashes. Okay. Look at the value, guys. This is all the value that the people don't have, that they shall have. As long as I don't die of COVID vaccination before I send it out. Okay. It could happen. It could happen. Now. Um, So just look at, in solving this one problem, I mean, we pastaed this code, so we won't count it twice, but, you know, we did from line 2918 to 2968. That's 50 lines plus a few more, but let's call it 50 lines. At industry standard productivity of 10 lines of code per day, that's an entire work week to fix the bug that we just fixed. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. You could make a language similar to C. I would not, as somebody who makes a programming language, use an existing one. Just use C. It's fine. You'll get done way faster. And your program will be higher quality. Gary and Bob. Okay. Guys, I hate to tell you this. The Steam gabe.newell.com chocolates are almost gone. Because when I just have them here, I just eat a couple once in a while. And then I've eaten like 50 before you know it. It's really bad news. I wish gabe.newell.com .valve.alex. Actually, I was about to say I wish they hadn't sent me the chocolates, but I don't wish that. I'm glad they sent me the chocolates. Time to hit the gym. They don't like it when I go hit them. Okay. This is a very sad, kind of redundant place to check for, what is it? Which we would rather be confined only to typer.cpp. The reason we do it here is because we need, because if we make a literal by calling whatever above, we then do the check that types match right there, which means it needs to be fully inferred, and we don't want to yield in the middle of that loop. But the whole point of the size pipe check is to yield. You know, we could have done it in a pre-pass. We could have done it in a fucking pre-pass. I am realizing now I could have done this in a pre-pass to prepping for bake, so that we don't add another stage. Clean up, simplify. It really is kind of a different stage, but actually we still would need but we still would need a separate counter. So maybe not much simpler, but yeah, it's really not that much simpler. Okay. Longer term, oh guys, you know, once in a while I have these deja vus where, like, you know, sometime in the past I saw the future and then I never know what it was, and I didn't understand the context at the time. And then I'm doing something like typing some code, and then I remember that I did that. And so I just had that moment right here where I'm typing literally this, and yeah, it's very strong deja vu on typing this. So we'll see. Longer term, we would like to get rid of these complications. If we refactor structs so that they have a header and a body, then maybe lots of these issues go away. It's a little unclear, but that really seems like a good idea, independent of whether individual checks like this can go. Okay. Okay. We need to set the inferred type here because the caller uses it immediately. This then causes further complications. See that. Somebody is changing the matrix. Yeah, my girlfriend Lily Stone in the red dress isn't here anymore. Somebody changed the matrix. Don't look at Elon's latest tweet. Let's see. Oh, dude, Robert Malone and Peter McCullough are back. Nice. Wait, you mean the follow the white rabbit tweet? That's from 4 hours ago. That's not latest. That's not latest. Did we hear SBF was arrested? Yes, we watched a video of the court proceedings at the start of the stream. The way you manage memory is special. All pages are allocated, free to use and free to fragment. You can do that in C. It's fine. It's fine. Like, you just don't call malloc, dude. It's fine. Giga Chad. You ate so much chocolate. Well, that's good for you. I ate so much chocolate as well. Okay, no check-in. Okay. This also has copy pasta handling in polymorph.cpp. What does? This code is here because we have a problem where we create array literals that then get sent to the messaging system, but there are types in those literals that haven't hit the size pipe yet, haven't passed the size pipe yet. So they have no type info. So we barf. We could maybe handle this by having the messaging yield more. We could maybe handle it by having structs have headers and bodies, thus it becomes more formalized, and clean what is ready when, which may help with the yielding. For now, long term, we would like to get rid of this code. It is here to fix problems like test regression, test fails, no type info 1. Test fails, uncompilable struct 1. And uncompilable struct 2. Okay. Now, what are those, you may ask? The answer is whoops. These are supposed to be in alphabetical order. Um, Okay, and then in these we will say this is here to test for a crash caused by array literals containing unfinished types. See this. When being put into global data, right? And this is when being polymorphed or something. Oh, no, when messages are being exported. Okay, we did a pretty good job explaining the mess, guys. Pretty good job explaining the mess, if I do say so. Apparently referencing the Matrix is dog missile for QAnon now. That's interesting given that the Matrix is made by trans filmmakers. You would think that the left wing would be super into it. Right? It's the Matrix. It's the Matrix. Could I say how much effort it would be to write a C++ compiler nowadays? Yeah, it would be very, very, very... I mean, if you want it to be standards compliant, it's just incredibly hard. Because, like, yeah. It would just be very hard. I don't know. I don't want to gauge that relative to something else. It would be extremely unthankful work. You're like shoveling bull poop for years. Boy, all these people on Twitter saying, oh my God, there's plenty of amazing video games. Their games are better than ever. Like, tell me you didn't exist through most of the history of the games industry without telling me you didn't exist through most of the history of the games industry. Yeah, I don't know. All these people saying, oh my God, games have never been better. I just don't understand. I don't know what people are smoking. I don't know what people are smoking. I don't know what people are smoking. There's like, yeah. People, all the people in this thread are like naming 3 games as if they have no idea how many good games used to come out in a year. Or like they're naming games from 3 to 5 years ago. Or both. And they don't even understand that they're doing this. It's nuts. With Gary and Bob. Gary and Bob. Gary and Bob. Gary and Bob. Okay. Fix a couple of crashes involving structs not being ready for various other parts of the compilerino. Gran Torino. Okay. I already added it to here. So I think I'm going to take the W. Oh, you know what? We should make sure that we still compile the Sokoban game. Windows ain't done till Lotus runs in Sokoban. What aspect of games do I think has declined? There just are hardly any. There are hardly any games coming out compared to what there used to be. That's all. That's all I'm saying. There hardly are any games compared to what there used to be. Fall Guys came out, what, 2 years ago? Fall Guys release date. August 4, 2020. Okay, it's almost 2.5 fucking years ago. Like, people name these games that were developed before COVID. Pizza with different toppings, that is true as well. Pizza with different toppings. Pizza with different toppings. All right, everybody. Game's running. I kind of don't know why it's not going faster. But, you know, sometimes... Oh, is this literally a debug build? I think it is. Yeah, that's why it's not going faster. No mystery. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Look at the value. This is the value for the people, and we will deliver it. All right, thank you, everybody. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to watch some Gary and Bob. And we might, depending on what time I wake up and what mood I'm in, we might do ice cream for breakfast tomorrow. I'm just laying that out there. Just going to raise the possibility. I also said I would do another stream last night, and then I didn't. So, you know, these things are touch and go. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you later.